we are here today with Nick Moore from Investa. My name is Rebecca Hope from Block News, and this is an episode of Meet the Makers. Thank you for joining us today.
Nice to be with you. Thanks.
Yes, it's great to hear about what you guys are doing, the exciting 3 products you've just launched, and how you're basically making cryptocurrency more real for people.
Yeah, that's our aim. We are all about making crypto usable in the real world. Mm-hmm. So we're a seamless interface between your crypto and your actual spending on your day-to-day needs.
Yes, and you have some great experience as an angel investor working with family money and other co-investors in many different spheres like gaming, casinos, and all that. And you say, if you could put it in a nutshell, what is it that you really care about?
I care about actually growing a business from an idea to scaling and actually creating something successful. I think that's an exciting process, and getting a team together and all aligning your interests and making something happen that then delivers something to the market, which is new and actually useful for our customers. That for me is an achievement, and that's what we're doing with Investa.
And it seems to be that you are doing that. You've started with your 3 products. Would you like to talk to us about those?
Sure, yeah. Our 3 products are a Bitcoin exchange, Bitcoin and Ethereum, and we'll be listing quite a lot of tokens on there, a lot of alts. But initially, we're pairing Bitcoin with Chilean pesos. So the exchange will be launching in Chile in August, and then shortly afterwards in the UK with British pounds, euros, dollars. So we're basically having a lot of on-ramps for fiat currency for people that want to pay locally with a bank transfer and then buy Bitcoin for very competitive rates. Our second product is actually a card. So, a MasterCard that we issue to our token holders or our customers, and then they can load that with crypto, and they can spend that in any MasterCard location in the real world. And then thirdly, we're launching Chile's first 2 crypto ATMs. And they're the first of a number of ATMs that we're going to install all around South America. And basically, you can exchange crypto for dollars or for local currency in banknotes. We'll have a competitive price on there, and it's in real time. You can actually spend that money.
Fantastic. So I really like that idea, because I think most people are still getting their head around if you say even just the word blockchain or cryptocurrency. So this is bringing it to the real life, and you're starting in Chile. Why Chile?
Yeah, actually, I spent about 3 years in Chile, and it's a great place to do business. It's like the Switzerland of South America. They've got a lot of money, especially from the mining sector. And Santiago, it's like a mini Manhattan. It's all sky-rise modern buildings. The people are well-dressed. They eat good food. It's just a nice place to do business. It's a very stable economy, and there's a lot of Bitcoin trading going on there. So we've basically launched our exchange in Chile first, and we've got a lot of customers and pre-demand people that want to use our services. We're the only exchange that offers, crypto exchanging along with the cards, along with the ATM, as a whole package. It's quite compelling.
Tell us about the ICO, what you're running there with your token sales.
Sure, yeah. We did a small ICO, actually, and we've raised, some good money. But actually, we focused in parallel on building products. So we basically got our products ready before the ICO is even finished. We're well ahead of our roadmap, pleased to say. And we did that because we kept it lean, and we actually just focused on building the MVP and get it out there and let our customers feedback what they actually want. And actually, we changed direction a couple of times, and we trimmed down the products. We had a lot of features that we were planning in the beginning, but now we're focusing on the core offering, which is these 3 products. And it seems everybody is giving us a great response, so we're excited about that.
So what can I do now if I go on your website?
Yeah, if you go to ibitt.co, you can register. You can actually use the exchange. We're not live trading yet, but you can see the trading screen. We've got Trading View, the charting tool. You can see the currency pairs and how you load with fiat or with crypto. It's all there now. You can also order one of our cards. If you go to ibitcard.com and place an order, there's all of the terms and all of the registration form, etc. And we can get a card delivered to you pretty much worldwide within a few days, maybe a couple of weeks max. Then thirdly, if you'd like to come to Santiago, you can use our ATM machines, which are going to be installed there in about 2 or 3 weeks. So, yeah.
So what would you say is the short-term and the long-term goal here?
Well, short term is to launch right in Chile and get that going. Other exchanges in Chile, we know their volumes; they're doing good business. So our medium term aim is to be a leader in Chile and to pick up a lot of customers that want obviously not only the crypto exchange but all of the other services. And we feel like we're going to get some good traction there. And then we're going to grow and expand around Latin America to the other countries that are also underserved by the same products and services that we're launching with in Chile. In tandem, the UK market where I'm based, again, everybody wants all these products. So we're trying to meet demand and we're trying to scale up as quickly as possible, but we want to take our time in some way and make sure everything is stable before we grow too quickly.
So more realistically would be just working on Chile. And is that where most of the ICO funds would be allocated?
Yeah, that's correct. Most of the ICO funds have been already spent actually on development and the launch in Chile. Okay. So we've got a lot of activity planned. Actually, a lot of mainstream media interest now because we are the first crypto ATM to be installed in Chile. And we've done a partnership with a major organization. So we're getting a lot of attention.
Do you have a team out there too?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we've got an office in Santiago in downtown. And we have a team of developers also. Obviously, for a financial services business, we do need a substantial admin team. Yeah. So there's a lot of training, etc., going on in Chile at the moment.
How many people are on your team at the moment?
Only 10.
Okay.
So we're growing, yeah. But I think once we actually launch and there's volume and revenue coming in, then obviously we'll scale relatively quickly.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Okay, and then, but you're based in London. Why don't you move over to Chile?
I know, yeah, I'm going.
Isn't it difficult with the time zones?
Right, I know. It's actually not too bad. It's only 3 hours or 4 hours at the moment different to the UK. And we're on video call all the time, so it feels like I'm there. Actually, London now is 35 degrees today. It's pretty hot here, so it feels like Chile too.
Yeah. So would you bring these ATMs to London, or I mean, what is your competition there?
Yeah, I mean, the whole offering is viable in London. The exchange obviously will be attractive here because we're going to list a lot of alts. And I think people like the flexibility of being able to do everything in one place. Yes. So that's what we're going to offer, really. There are a few exchanges in the UK, but they don't have local banking services. So we are, I think, one of only 2 that will have a UK-based bank account, so you can do a faster payment, and within minutes, the money will be on your exchange account, and you can then use it to trade Bitcoin or crypto. So I think we'll be unique even in the UK, and we'll get some good traction here. So that's stage 2.
And at what point actually did you identify, like, wow, I really need to step into this market? We need to offer something unique here.
I think it built up actually from my own kind of frustration with the service providers that are already in the market. And the banking is always an issue. Like everyone hopping around from bank to bank. And there's hardly any stability, and there's hardly any UK options, for example, for buying Bitcoin. So basically, I was speaking to Chris, and he's got a strong background in prepaid cards. So he's run a huge prepaid card program all around Latin America. And it was the same situation, actually. The card networks and the banks are not very easy to deal with, and people have a lack of options. So we put our heads together and said, okay, let's do an ICO, but more importantly, let's launch these services and actually make them work and make them profitable and help people. So the ICO has been helpful, but mainly we've just put our own money and made this stuff happen as fast as we can.
That's fantastic. Well, I wish you all the best. I'm sure that it's going to grow very quickly. It sounds like you're good at strategy and really carrying out a good campaign and making sure that everything's profitable. So all the best, and I hope that you get to maybe move over to Chile sometime and be part of all the action.
Right. Yeah, cool.
Sounds like it's going to be an exciting next few years for you.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, every conversation I have is exciting at the moment. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. But I think we could be in a good position. So,
yeah. What languages do you speak? You might have to change up your languages in interviews there.
Yeah, yo habla poquito español también. But my Spanish is not great, but I can hold a short conversation.
Good enough. Well, all the best there, and thank you so much for talking with us today. It's really been interesting to learn of your 3 products and your offering. Would you like to just direct us to your website one more time?
Sure. Please go to ibitt.co.
Thank you so much, Nick. We're talking to Nick Moore from Investa, and I'm Rebecca Hope from Block News. This is an episode of Meet the Makers. Thank you so much.